Hello YouTubers, welcome back to another video review from CCReviews. My name is Martz and today I will be reviewing the LG Optimus 7 or E900 Windows Phone 7 mobile phone. So what does LG actually include with this E900? So you get these quick start guides in German and in English, of course. This is the user's manual. This is a charging adapter, and this USB cable doubles as charging cable, so you can very easily plug it here into the adapter and then into the phone, or you can just use the USB plug to plug it into your computer. These are in-canal earbuds, as you can see. These are actually pretty good. So these are one of the best earphones I've ever seen that come with a mobile phone. And of course you get LG Optimus 7 itself. The LG Optimus 7 is 125mm wide, 598mm high and 11.5mm thick. It's available in black and Titan grey. It supports GSM and 3G networks and 7.2 megabits per second download and 5.7 megabits per second upload speed. It has 16 gigabytes of internal memory, which is quite generous, and as all other Windows 7 phones, it has no card slot, so you cannot extend the memory. It has 512 megabits RAM and a 1 GHz processor. The battery has a capacity of 1500 milliamps, takes about 3 hours to charge the phone, and it will last about a day to a day and a half, depending on the usage. Windows Phone 7 was actually released a while ago, and this Optimus 7 is one of LG's entries. The overall layout isn't that different from other Windows 7 phones such as Samsung Omnia 7 and HTC HD 7. We'll find 3 buttons here on the front, which at first glance appear to be touch-sensitive buttons. Actually, you have to press them in. Even the Windows Start tile is a button that you have to press in, which unfortunately breaks through the elegant styling and it looks a bit cheap. The 3 buttons are for returning to the last menu, to the Windows Start screen, and for accessing the search function. The screen is a 3.8-inch TFT LCD capacitive touchscreen, which is, as you would think, really responsive. It is also very sharp, offering you a standardized WVGA resolution of 800 by 480 pixels. On top of the phone you can plug in your earphones in a 3.5mm jack and switch the phone on or off and lock it. On the sides you can of course control the volume with this volume rocker. On the opposite side you can plug in the USB cable, and the camera shutter release button can also be found there. The microphone is located in the bottom of the phone. What I particularly like is a metal backplate with a brushed aluminum look. The rest of the phone has a sort of matte rubberized finish. I will get into this 5-megapixel camera later in the review. The overall build quality is excellent, and in contrast to LG phones I've used in the past. The Windows Phone 7 interface is a quite peculiar one. Your whole menu is built out of floating tiles which you can easily rearrange like this. When you scroll right you can see all menu items, which you can also pin to the start menu. Contacts can also be put on the menu as a tile, as you can see here. It is sometimes quite confusing, as you don't always find things where you'd expect them to be, and there are not as many options in each menu as you would like to see sometimes. Overall, though, it works quite well. You can change the colors of these tiles as well as choose the background to be white or black in settings. The Optimus 7 is great for all kinds of social media, allowing you to import your Facebook, Windows Live and other accounts directly into your contact list. Another cool feature is the What's New tab, where you can find and comment on all recent status updates from your friends. It is very easy to set up all your mail and social media accounts like Facebook, Gmail, Yahoo and Windows Live of course. Additional applications and widgets can be installed from the Windows Marketplace. LG has thought of user-friendliness and made the background white instead of black for reading mails, and this makes reading a whole lot easier. You cannot change the font or font size and see about 5 mails at a time, which some people may find insufficient. Texting is also easy, and the messages are shown in conversations rather than isolated, which seems to be popular in today's mid and high-end smartphones. Cool feature is that almost any smiley is included in a tab of the keyboard. This keyboard is rather small when held in a horizontal position. In landscape, however, it is exceptionally good. Microsoft has put in a revised edition of Internet Explorer. So, opposed to its predecessor, it's lightning fast, allowing you to cruise easily through the internet and online content. You can easily add favorites, and these are currently my favorites here. Then let's get into media functions then. Just go to music and videos. So it's unfortunate that you have to install Zune to add media to this phone, which is comparable to iTunes. Even more unfortunate is the fact that most things are bound to the country you live in. I would rather want to see a quick drag and drop feature for all media, which is really so much easier. I will give you a quick demo of how the movie quality is, just to give you an impression, and just take from me that sound quality is pretty good. These are in-ear headphones, earbuds, and this is a quick installation guide for the Windows Phone OS. So let's just quickly open the camera here. So this is the camera. I'll take a quick picture here for you. Whoops, sorry. As you can see, when you scroll to the left, you can see the other pictures you've taken. And this is the option to automatically share pictures online through SkyDrive. For friends, for me, everyone, public. So you can just change that option there. As you can see, you can really easily scroll through all the things you've made here with the camera. You can play movies in up to 30 frames per second and record in up to 24 frames per second. And let's get into the special applications here. So let's open panoramic shot, which is in fact creates a panoramic image of pictures you take. So let's take some pictures here. I'll do it very quickly. Of course, if you take your time, the result will be better. As you can see, there's a little compass here telling me where to point next. So I have to move the camera to the red square that will then turn green, and the camera will automatically take a picture. Okay, so I guess this is enough. So it's stitching the picture together, and here is the result. Let's scroll back. This is the result. As you can see, it's a bit weird in the right corner here, but overall it's a pretty good result. So this is a really cool application, I think. Let's get into Play 2. So Play 2 is actually the option to stream media to your DLNA device, like a DLNA supporting television or Windows 7 computer through Wi-Fi. First, you need to be hooked up with both things to a Wi-Fi network. And let's get into the last app that LG includes, which is the augmented reality application Scan Search, which uses Google data to find local restaurants, cafes, train stations, whatever you want. Let's first talk about the good. The build quality is really premium, and the metal backplate makes it all look so incredibly good and elegant. LG is really on the design tour with their new products. Also, the LG apps like Panorama Mode are cool, and social integration of Facebook etc. is awesome. The less good is probably the camera, where the pictures are not really convincing, as autofocus is more wrong than right, and generally spoken it's pretty mediocre. Zune is also frustrating, as you cannot download apps, podcasts and movies in all countries, and having to work with it instead of a quick drag and drop support isn't what I call user friendly. Windows Phone has not entirely convinced me neither, as you need a special application for YouTube movies, as Windows Phone 7 does not support Flash movies. Microsoft's attempt at the phone market is okay, but I think there's still plenty of room for improvement. Integration of a lot of plugins and other apps being a start. Happily, Twitter has already been integrated in a new update, as well as a copy-paste function, and some other minor downpoints have been resolved. This Optimus 7 fills me thus with mixed thoughts. I really like the phone and all the features it has, but Windows Phone 7 is not 100% convincing. That's why the LG Optimus 7 receives from me the Outstanding Award. Thanks for watching the review, have a nice day and see you soon.